all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed.
went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know what we do in the gym? Be confident. That's it, nice and smooth. Now stay like that now. Take a knee and take the count.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
You're stepping round. I need you to go back out there. I need you to be beautiful.
That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Jab back, just box it. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back, win the round.
Let's fight.
Good man. Good work.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. You've been...
Do your business.
back into the fight that round. That's his round. I need you to focus on what...
Let's go.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Get your mind...
Let's do it.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
Get your mind on the job.
Time out.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
And box.
what are you doing? Come on, switch on. You're starting to...
I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The one and only Sergio Martinez. He weighed in at 72.6 kilos. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185. And up again. They call him the Marvel, Sergio Martinez. He's the former unified middleweight champion of the world and a future Hall of Famer. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's got that aggressive style, so good with the power punchers. A great finisher when he has someone hurt.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And we're off and running between these 2 really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Ooh, a stiff jab. Only catching air with that hook. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The fans have been waiting all day for this one, and they are highly hydrated. What an environment it's going to be tonight underneath the stars.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit. But for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. He misses with that jab. He takes that jab. These 2 fighters are made for one another. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. about Martinez in that last round? At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Great.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That jab had to hurt. Stiff jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
We knew this was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be close. Everything matched up too well.
He's on your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your...
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's...
Let's get it started in round 3. Which fighter's going to get caught first?
I cannot wait to see what happens this round.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. The Mexican monster is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Defense is not an option for these two. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Good man.
go back and win the round. All right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Free shots. Be smart. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that.
Watch back on. Get focused and get your mind back on the job.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how...
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Perfectly timed uppercut. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Only catching air with that hook. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts. And you can...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it.
You're better than this, kid. Go back out.
Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They both want the knockout. These two were made for each other. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Again, downstairs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together.
Nice work.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Here we go. It's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Hold that thought! Sergio Martinez is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough, tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Martinez in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's all offense all the time. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Nice right jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with the uppercut. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That big hook doesn't land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.